Hello children, good morning. Today for class 6 English, we'll be talking about active and passive voice. But before dealing with active and passive voice, we need to go back and revise tenses. Because before knowing verbs and tenses, we won't be able to proceed for active and passive voice. So dear children, let us revise tenses. Now, here in the table, as you can see, that the tenses are the thing that shows when an action is, was, or will be carried out. So it is a verb. When we talk about verbs, we talk about action. But as you have learned in verbs, it is not only action, but there are also certain helping verbs and auxiliary verbs that help the verbs to carry out any action. Okay children, now when we talk about verbs, when we talk about tenses, tenses can be classified into present tense, past tense and future tense. This we have already learned, but let us revise it again. When we talk about the present tense refers to the action that are happening in the present time. So, a verb used to show that an action takes place at present is said to be in the present tense. Now, that can be any habitual action, that can be any schedule that is fixed, and that can be any event or activity that is going in the present time. Let us take one example. Grandmother visits us every Sunday. So, visit is the verb and it refers to the word or action that takes place in the present time. But it is habitual because she visits every Sunday. So, the given sentence is in the present tense. Likewise, when we talk about any action which shows general truth, for example, lime is sour to taste. So, it is the general truth. Or when we say the sun rises in the east, so that is a universal truth. So, for certain sentences like this, they are always in the present tense. Now, as we have already learned tenses, we will not go too much in depth. This was just a revision. So, you may refer back to the video that is given for the tenses again before we go for the active and passive voice. Okay. Now, when we move on to the past tense refers to actions that happened in the past. So, a verb which is used to show that an action was completed in the past is said to be in the past tense. So, the event is already completed. Seema went to the aquarium today. Now, she is not going. She has already gone. So, the activity is over or the action is already over. Though today is written, but the verb that is used, that is went. Went is the past tense form of go. So, when we use certain words like this, then it determines that the action is in the past tense. Likewise, when we talk about the future tense, then future tense refers to the action that will happen in the future. So, a verb which is used to show that an action will take place in the future is said to be in the future tense. Let us take one example. My mother will go to pick her up from the railway station. Now, mother will go. So, the words like will or shall. Now, whenever we use this, whatever verb we use along with shall or will be always in the base form. You have learned about the base form and the past participle form. So we have the base form and the past tense form plus the past participle form. You may again refer back to the video that was sent for the tenses for better understanding. Now, these are further classified into simple present, present continuous and present perfect. Likewise, for past and future also we have certain different classifications like this. When we talk about the classes of verbs, we talk about strong verbs and weak verbs. Now, do we mean that strong and weak means strong physically? No. We are talking about verbs that are divided into two classes. All verbs do not use D and ED to form the past tense. We have seen in certain words like play, play. So, the past tense form of play is played, played. So, that ends with ed. Likewise, there are certain words like call, call. So, the past tense form of call is called, called. So, these verbs which form their past tense by adding d, ed or t to the present tense with or without any change in the vowel, such verbs are termed as weak verbs, or we tell them as regular verbs. Whereas, when we talk about the other kind of the verbs, that are strong verbs. So, what are strong verbs? Strong verbs or irregular verbs are verbs which form their past tense by merely changing the vowel in the present tense. Now, how do we change? Let us take few examples. When we talk about a word like fight, F-I-G-H-T, fight. So, we do not add D or ED. The past tense form of fight is fought, F-O-U-G-H-T, fought. Likewise, P-A-Y, pay. So, the past tense form of pay is P-A-I-D, paid. Here you can find the third word, that is find, F-I-N-D, find. So, the past tense form of find is not finded, it is found, F-O-U-N-D, found. So, these are some of the verbs that are irregular verbs or strong verbs. Now, with this, I am giving you some verbs that are strong verbs. So, go through the list and try to understand these verbs better in order to have a better understanding in the active and passive voice. I will be sending the video for voice tomorrow. So, today your task is to refer verbs as well as tenses. Have a good day. Thank you.